Welcome back to the Titanium Hanger. This is Mike, and today I want to talk to you about the Hasbro G.I. Joe live stream. And I was going to make this video a couple days ago, but it really wasn't that pertinent because there's only one new figure reveal, a few repaints that I hope are not numbered, updates to past reveals with actual real figures, and of course some pre-orders that went live. So we want to talk about all of this, although it was extremely boring live stream like always and very lackluster. I'm still excited about some of this, and I'll share that with you coming up. Alright, so the first repaint that we're going to get here is another Snake Eyes and Timber. Now, this is supposed to be based off of, I guess, Resolute or something like that. I do like the silver visor, but I already have this set, and I don't need another set. I do like the visor, I do like the version 2 Snake Eyes the most, but Snake Eyes isn't even in my top 10, and I'm so sick of seeing them release Snake Eyes that I'm liking Snake Eyes less and less. They are killing this character for me. As much as he's a kind of a cool character, seeing so much of this and missing out on the other 315 characters that are out there, this could have given us a Serpentor in this slot, but yet we get an 11th Snake Eyes. I might be exaggerating, it might actually be the 12th. So next they revealed this retro Zartan, which I have a lot of mixed feelings and emotions about Zartan because Hasbro has effectively told me I will never be able to buy the SDCC version, which is the ultimate best version. It has color change and all that. I was there at 8 o'clock sharp, well actually 7:55, refreshing the page for about a half an hour, and then I gave up. Turns out you had to wait a couple hours. I didn't know the code. Wait 2 hours to put more up. I don't know. But I don't have that one yet. I'm not paying $100 for that one. And so I made my own custom, and there I am. Now they're throwing this in my face. This isn't really even what I want. I understand there's some good aspects to this. I like the face paint. I like a few things about this. But it doesn't feel retro to me because you don't have that kind of clear plastic look on the legs and the chest. The silver kind of replaced that clear plastic look on the chest and the legs for me. But this, why not give us closer to the SDCC version? I don't know. Yes, I'll pick it up, but I'm not ultra excited about it. So next up we get a Storm Shadow. I can't make this stuff up, man. We don't even have the first Storm Shadow that's sort of retro. But this is going to be on a retro card back. This is going to be even more retro. It's just, so we gave you a Storm Shadow you want. Now this is more of a Storm Shadow that you want. And it's really frustrating. Like, I got 5 different places a pre-order of a Storm Shadow to see which one comes in first. Kind of a fun game. And so definitely we'll be canceling a lot of those because now I got to try to pick this guy up. And I know the Walmart stuff's not always the easiest to get. It's easier than Target, but then again, right now Target's super easy. It looks good. You've got bare hands. You have a better, cleaner wrist. You don't have gauntlets on there. You have just wrist straps. And then for whatever reason, we've got more like the paint on the arrows and that kind of stuff. And I don't know what accessories. Of course, we don't know what accessories it's going to get. We'll get all the exact same ones carried over and all that kind of stuff. So we don't know that from these digital renders. But I don't even know if this is digital render or not. This might actually be the real thing. And the other thing is, I'm thinking, are they piggybacking this production off of the other one? The one we don't have yet? Did they piggyback the production and say, oh, we're going to change these 6 aspects of it and, you know, do it? That's what X-Transpots does. 4th figure in. Not even a new figure. Not even a new figure. We've got Duke repainted to Tiger Force, which I'm perfectly fine with Tiger Force. I'm going to real quick say, here's the thing about Tiger Force. The Tiger Force is what Target should have been in the first place. An alternative, a repaint, something that you could get, not everybody wants, and should not be a main character everybody wants. Target's not going to be ordering 3 million. So why are they getting stuff like Beachhead and all those kinds of things? So with that, this is a good thing that they're doing. The Python Patrol Tiger Force, and yes, even the figures are releasing first. Now, this is another way to get Duke, and I like it. I am probably going to get it, but I don't like that they did this whole RAM. We should have gotten an actual Tiger Force vehicle, but this gets into the whole reuse, and I'm going to talk about that at the end. But yeah, we have a Tiger Force Ram, which never existed before. Why do we not get the Tiger Rat, or what do they call the Tiger ATV. Yeah, that four-wheeler is what everybody thought we were going to get, and now we just get a recolor of the Ram cycle. So, repaint number 5 and 6. We got a 2-pack of ninjas. Now, I want to share a story. When I was 11 years old, and I first saw the Blue Ninja in the cartoon, I was so excited to get the figure. And then when I found out that I just didn't get the figure in time, and I didn't mail away for it, what? This is just something new they pulled out of the rear just to figure out some way to scam collectors out of their money to repaint molds that nobody really wants. And when I say nobody, the vast majority of people aren't going after these molds. They're not going for a Kiko, and the Red Ninja was cool, but do we need Red Ninja in 6 different colors? I mean, do we really? I'm not getting this. For the 7th reveal, this is the highlight of the entire live stream, and that is Sergeant Slaughter himself. And he's giving a nice little speech, a little pep talk, just feeling kind of like G.I. Joe, Yo Joe. How old is he now? 70? But it's pretty awesome that he's maybe 70, 68, 72, whatever. And he's out there doing this, and he's hitting all of these conventions and all that kind of stuff. Awesome. That is just awesome. And it's really also awesome that we're going to get a figure in Hasbro, but I got some stuff to say about it. I think it looks great. I think the classified figure looks great. It looks awesome. It's exactly what I would want from a classified G.I. Joe Sergeant Slaughter. But it's a giant kick in the nads to Valaverse. And so Bobby Vala from Valaverse is trying to start his own line, and I know there's a little feud between Valaverse collectors and classified collectors. But for me personally, I just am not interested in the figures that Bobby's putting out, except for this. Except for Sergeant Slaughter. And now I'm considering canceling my order of Sergeant Slaughter because I'd rather have this. And I already have the WWE stand-in, or whatever, WFW, the Wrestler stand-in that looks great already. But I think this still looks better and will scale properly. And so with all of this, how did Hasbro do this? The big thing about Valaverse was that you were the only draw, really, to me, was getting Sergeant Slaughter, and they pull the rug right out of them. Just, Hasbro's got the money, they can do whatever they want. But if Hasbro's got the money to go after this, why are we getting all these repaints? Now, I don't want to sound too negative, because I am excited. Even the Tiger Force releases are exciting, because we know we're eventually going to get the classic color of these. But Bazooka looks really good, and you got him with his helmet on, with his helmet off, and we see his accessories now. So these were digital renders in the last one in February, and now we're actually getting the actual figures, and the backgrounds look good. All of the photography looks just fantastic. I absolutely love what they do here, and it helps get excited about the brand and the figures. But yeah, Bazooka is an awesome figure. Hopefully they've got a plan for Alpine down the road, because they're a team, and they'll probably pull Alpine out at the time we get the standard Bazooka. I mean, that just seems to make sense. It probably will be in the same wave. That's what I'm kind of thinking right there. But still, it looks really good overall. And of course, I've pre-ordered this guy. Next, we get into Recondo for the Tiger Force, and again, this is just telling you you're going to get this version down the road. And I think I'm going to wait a second before I tell you why I actually ordered extra one of these, all of these. But it does look really good. This is what I think of when I think of Recondo. The face, maybe it's not exactly what I think of, but it still works. It fits and all of that. And we're going to get another one down the road, so it's pretty cool. And I think he looks good. And my thoughts about Tiger Force, because I didn't like Tiger Force when I was younger, because I felt like they were kind of shafting us. We were getting the shaft because of the fact that I wanted the original version of the vehicle, not this yellow version or whatever the Python Patrol colors were and all that kind of stuff. But now as an adult, I like the color breakup on the shelf and the display. So Tiger Force and Python Patrol are actually pretty cool. So next they showed us this pretty cool picture of the Python Patrol officer. I think they said it's the officer, and it does look pretty good too. And it works. I mean, this is just the Cobra officer, or the Cobra Infantry, repainted and all that kind of stuff. So looks great. I like it. Of course, I pre-ordered it. Now, see, here's the thing. I don't know if I exactly need several of this one, because they are saying the officer, And will there be troopers down the road? And you would really only need one officer and a bunch of troopers. But when in my collecting when I was a kid, I had a couple of actually each of these, and I just kind of lumped them together as all troopers because at the end of the day, Cobra Commander told them what to do, right? All right, so all three of these are up for pre-order at Target.com right now, still available as I'm recording this. But the weird thing is that Hasbro Pulse is sold out at $25 each, but Target is not sold out at $23 a piece. The other situation is that if you have a Target Red card, like I use my wife's Target Red card, so use your wife's Target Red card, then you could buy these and get 5% off your purchase. So $23 with 5% off, or pay this. See, I still don't see the point of Hasbro Pulse at all. So now we're getting into Zorana, and I think she looks great. And I actually am kind of excited for her. I mean, we don't see that many female characters. I had her as a kid, and I thought she was kind of cool. I like the colors on her and all that kind of stuff. And I think it's really interesting that she looks like she looks quintessentially exactly what you'd expect from a Dreadnought. She's got a bit of some definition to the abs. She also has a little bit of a muffin top, which I think is kind of strange that you can do both on this figure. And with all the exposed abs, like who else is going to get exposed abs in this toy line? That's just for her. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot of new tooling just for this figure, and she looks fantastic. She also gets two different hairdos, swappable hairdos. I guess she gets a gun clip in there too. We actually get to see her accessories and all that. So it's really kind of cool. And that is the accessory that she had as in the vintage line, but it's a little bit different. I don't know if you're going to be able to move that saw blade around and all that kind of stuff. But I did pre-order her from BBTS. Just a really great figure, and I hope to get more and more Dreadnoks. Now, the troop builder of all troop builders here, we've got Crimson Guard, and I do like the way it looks. In fact, I'm a little bit more impressed with this than I thought I'd be, because I do have a few. I've got like a nice little Crimson Guard display going on, and of course with the Crimson Twins coming and all that kind of stuff, you know, coming in 2023 or whenever that's coming. These might be 2024. Who knows? But still, these look great to me. And to build a little army, I mean, they know what we're going to do. They know what they're doing. They're getting their grips into us. And here is just kind of a cool looking figure. Just all around. He's got his handgun pistol. He's got his rifle. Quintessentially everything we had the vintage line. A modern uptake, but still super retro. I mean, I like it when you can look at a figure and say, what exactly are they going to do to make this more of a retro if they put it on a retro card back? But this is one you're going to guarantee to see over and over and over, like different sort of repacks, slight repaints here and there, because it is that cool. Getting into Dusty, the only Dusty repaint I can think of will be a Tiger Force down the road. But I'm really kind of sick of all the repaints we've seen in the past, but he looks good. Dusty actually does look good. A couple of strange things. First off, his helmet is all solid plastic. You don't have soft goods with it like the vintage line. If the vintage line did soft goods, I would kind of think you should have equal amount of soft goods, but they're not doing it, so I don't know. It would have been cool, nice touch, but it's not the end of the world, and it's not a deal breaker, and I think he does look pretty good. Looking at here, he's got some goggles. You can remove his goggles from his helmet and all this kind of stuff, and he's got clips and backpack, and so it all works. It all works well. It feels a lot like Dusty that I know. He actually had him in hand, and it does look pretty good. Nice head sculpt and all of that. So works out. The weapons look a lot like the vintage weapons and accessories and that kind of stuff. So I do like this. I've got all of these. This one, Zorana, and the Crimson Guard pre-ordered at BBTS, but $26 at BBTS. I'm hoping to find a better deal on these down the road. Please, somewhere, there's got to be a better deal. Now for the O-ring release and reveal segment of the... Oh, there wasn't any? Oh, okay. Are we still doing that? Is that a thing? Did they cancel that? Did they quit that? Who knows? So if you're a fan of the 3.75 inch or maybe the 4 inch figures, well, guess what? BBTS has got you covered. These figures that were warming pegs at Walmart are now $17 at BBTS, and they were warming pegs at a clearance price of $7 for a while there. But anyway, just a heads up, if you want to buy these for $17, BBTS has got you covered right now. So what do you think of these reveals? Well, the one reveal and the repaints and the updates. What do you think about this live stream? What do you think about what's going on? Are you more excited than ever about G.I. Joe? Or are you like me and just taking that slow burn waiting game to see what's going to happen? I don't think Hasbro has any confidence in G.I. Joe. I don't think Hasbro has any budget for G.I. Joe whatsoever. And I do think they're concerned about everything that's going on, so they're cutting costs everywhere they can. They want to stay relevant. They want to stay profitable. And I think they're worrying about a cash crunch. But this is not the right way to do it. Giving us repaints, 11 repaints, the same figure, is not the way to do it. I am excited about some of this, not all of this. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Dear Hanger out.